96.9 FM WAZZ. Big Jax here. What about another hour to go? Get on out of this place. Get on my weekend, you guru. Weekend man Clyde, he'll be coming in here sometime tomorrow. All weekend you'll be spending time with him. But you got to put up with overnight's Rachel before you get to him, so good riddance. I'm sure she'll be dragging in late here again tonight. Just looking at some of the news articles here. Someone left some news, I guess, from the morning show here, scamming over the headlines. General Electric says it'll shift manufacturing of washing machines from China to Kentucky. Well, now that's good. I don't think that's in the same country. It looks like somebody's getting smart coming on back over here to the United States, because apparently we can't make anything here. We can't get anything done without China's help. But here we got a General Electric bringing them damn washing machines back on over here and put them in Kentucky. That way you can wash your clothes. The move could be nearly $500 million investment for the company to create 800 jobs in the state of Kentucky. The announcement comes as President Trump tries to bring manufacturing back to the United States by imposing import tariffs on the foreign goods. Now, this all sounds like a great idea. He has slapped 10% of tariffs on imports from other countries and put 30% on the Chinese goods. Well, I tell you what, yeah. This reminds me of a girl I know named Marcy. Now, Marcy worked here. She's a third-generation worker here at the manufacturing company in Willow Springs. I guess it was back in the 90s when all them jobs started going overseas. You should have heard her crowing and barking like a... Well, boy, she was crowing like a bird and barking like a dog on the news. How in the world, they're going to take our jobs and move them overseas? She lost her pension. She lost her retirement. Boy, she was on the news for a couple of weeks. She was really raising Cain all about there, along with a whole bunch of other folks here in town. Willow Springs here, the big city, was a thriving economy and region here. We was really kicking up some dust around this place. Well, apparently now our population has almost demised, and there's nothing here in this old dried-up town. The factories are left to rot, and half of them has fell in, and the rest are burnt down. And they wonder where all them third and fourth generation workers from all the factories that we had here in Willow Springs, where are they at now? Well, who the hell knows? But we know where Marcy's at. She's still over there raising Cain across town. She seems to be piped down over the years. Apparently she become some sort of teacher, as assistant down there at the Willow Springs School. Now, I know her personally, and I hope she hears this. And the reason why I say that is because all that Cain that she raised about the jobs going overseas, you should hear her now. She's changed the tune, and she's singing a different song, talking about griping and complaining about President Trump and raising the tariffs, and how dare he, and nobody can afford nothing now, and this and that, and complaining about everything. Well, Miss Marcy, I hate to tell you this, darling, but you lost your job and you was going through a heartache and going through hell back in the 90s. Do you remember that? Do you remember being homeless on the news? And remember how your husband left you and he moved where the job was and you stayed here in this one-horse town? And remember all that? Now she's on the news talking about griping and complaining about the tariffs. And I wonder what Marcy, maybe somebody could get a hold of her from the local News 5 and try to see what her opinion is now with Trump, and maybe trying to get some money for the United States. I'm sure they've been taxing the hell out of us, trying to get out of it, whatever we make. I don't know what we make to send to them. That's just it. We ain't sending nothing to them. They don't need nothing from us. But Lord have mercy, you better know that we're trying to get some money out of them, because but now I'm sure Marcy, along with a whole bunch of other folks, been griping and complaining about the tariffs on the foreign goods. Well, looks like this might be working. Here we got one company here, General Electric, pretty big company. Looks like they're trying to move something back here to the United States. Maybe trying to figure out if we could do something anymore here in the big US of A. Well, I'm sure everyone complaining about the tariffs. I'm sure that somebody's got something bad to say about this. I have no idea, Rocker. 96.9 FM, WAZZ. Try not to get too political here, but I wanted to give a big old shout-out to Marcy. She's in the crossfire now. Somebody needs to get an update from her. 96.9 FM, WAZZ. It's a rockin' good time here. WAZZ.